up, everybody? This is Box Office Ricky, and I am reporting on the week of May 29th through May 31st. Let me fix that guy real quick. Anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and you guys went to the theaters. And I think a lot of us actually went to the theaters this weekend. Pretty amazing. There we go. That's fixed. May 29th through 31st. Awesome. Just want to make sure I got that. Well, guys, let's get into it. What a huge weekend for horror movies. Holy cow. I mean, Backrooms, 81.5 million dollars in its opening weekend, an A24 film, and then Obsession, $26.4 million in its third week. Let's get into Backrooms real quick. Okay, so Backrooms right here, as you can see, did $81.5 million domestically and then $36.5 million internationally for a grand worldwide total of $118 million. People showed up for this film in a big way. I still haven't checked it out myself, but I'm looking forward to setting aside some time this week and checking out. And, talk about saving grace for the box office, right? I mean, this is what AMC, all the big movie chains need to see, is just young people showing up to watch these movies because it's helping their bottom line. And then let's go ahead and dive into number two. Is a movie that I love dearly. It is Obsession. It grossed $26.4 million. It actually increased 10.2. Holy cow, this movie is still growing. Like I said, I was betting big on this movie that word of mouth was really going to help this movie grow, and it certainly did. I mean, for a budget of $750,000, something roughly of that number, it has grossed $148 million altogether. Domestically, 104, close to 105. Internationally, $43 million. It's a huge hit. Just talk about the little train that could. So let's go ahead and dive into our number three movie, which is number three is Star Wars. Man, big decline. It did $25 million. I mean, its total thus far is 137.4 million, and then internationally 109. I mean, it's not a total box office disaster. Its worldwide total is 247 million. Overall, it's probably going to be sitting at 300 million, I think, when it's all said and done. Not necessarily the big hit that Disney was looking for, but I think in terms of something that was a TV show made to a movie, I would kind of consider it still a win, because I'm probably pretty sure they're not making $300 million off the TV show on Disney Plus subscriptions. So the fact that they can make close to that money in a theater, I think that's pretty good. And also the budget wasn't too crazy either. Let's go into number four. Number four, we have the Michael Jackson movie, still doing really strong at $11.7 million. Its total domestic total, $340 million, internationally $507. It's getting close to $1 billion. I don't know if it's going to get to $1 billion, but worldwide total, $847 million. And I believe the budget for that movie was probably between 100 and 150. Really great numbers, really great numbers. And then let's round out our top five with a movie that debuted this week, but honestly, as a Nate Bargatze, I think that's his name, Bargatze, for a film that starred Nate Bargatze, it did pretty poor, $7.5 million, and internationally, I guess it didn't premiere internationally, but it only grossed $7.5 million. And I think for a movie that's supposed to be a big, Nate Bargatze, that's the name, Nate Bargatze. I think for a film that is supposed to be a launch vehicle for a comedian that's very well liked and popular, I think those numbers are pretty disappointing and fall very short. So I'm curious what happens after this. I actually want to see that movie, but I don't even know by the time I go to the theaters if it's still going to be around with those kind of numbers. They might pull it pretty early. Well, anyway, guys, those are my box office numbers. Thank you so much for watching. And like I always say, in a world where you could be anything, be kind to yourself, be kind to your neighbor, and just let kindness be what fuels you. Try not to be a jerk. All right, thanks guys. I'm Box Office Ricky. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.